Hello all, welcome to my channel. As this is my first technical video, if there are any mistakes or any improvements, please comment in the comment section so I can uh, improve where I am lagging. So let's get started. So our main agenda is nothing but we are here to discuss about 3 interview experiences of 2022 batch candidates for DSC role at Infosys, which had been happened recently, and I will be sharing my experience at last and also give you a few tips from my side. Okay, let's get started with the first interview experience. So the first foremost thing is nothing but everyone should maintain your ID card or place your ID card before attending your interview at the place where you are giving your interview. Like keep just beside yourself so that it would be more convenient for you to show the ID card to the interviewer instead of going in the middle of the interview for taking the ID card. So please place your ID card beside yourself, and also the interviewer first will introduce himself or herself to us, and then asks us to introduce ourselves. So after the what topics should be included in our introduction, I would be mentioning those in the description. And then he went on asking about his project, what he had been worked on. So the main suggestion I would give you here is nothing but the projects which you are more confident about, you should place those in your resume so that it would be beneficial for you while during the interview. You will be more confident. And also about internships. Actually, this topic is based on a particular individual's resume, because some of them will be having internships and some of them will not be. This does not affect anything. So if you have internship, you can explain about what you have done, what work you have been doing in that internship, and what you have been learning. If there is no internship in your resume, then they would be not asking this question. Then he had jumped into the questions, technical questions. Like he started with the object oriented programming concepts like polymorphism. As everyone know that polymorphism is nothing but maintaining the same one in the different forms. Like we have examples, right, like compile time polymorphism, runtime, like method overloading and method overriding. And then he went on to the abstract classes and interfaces. So he asked the differences between the abstract classes and interfaces. So you will be getting all these topics on the internet. You can search through them and prepare for that. And then he went on to the exception handling, like how we can handle the exceptions, like using try catch blocks and throws keyword. You can go through that. And also the another question, this is important question and also a logical question, because uh, we we can expect this kind of questions. The question is, can main method be overloaded? As we all know that main method is static method, we can overload the static methods, but we cannot override the static methods. So the answer for this is yes, we can overload the main method. And then he went on to the SDLC model, software development lifecycle models, and also in that he specifically asked about agile model. So please go through these topics of software fundamentals, and also asked about the client server architecture and also advantages of client if we are using an agile model, and also different protocols. Like he touched the concepts of computer networks too. Like as we know, TCP/IP is an important topic in that. You should be going through that. And then he went to the DBMS topics like normalization. As we know, there are different types of normalizations, like 4 to 5 types. Please go through them, and also a few examples of that. And then the question came is integrity constraints. Like we have different constraints in DBMS, like null, unique values and primary key constraint, foreign key constraint, and also check constraints. These are the different types of constraints available. Please go through those. And also if your resume consists of some of the topics like HTML, CSS, they would gonna ask from those also. So that's the question, advantages or disadvantages of CSS. And then the HR type of questions have been started, like what are your goals in life, and also any further study plan. We should give the no answer for this, because we are moving into the firm for the work, so we should not say any study plans we have. And also they will be asking like questions like any, are you comfortable in learning new technologies? So we have to answer yes, I am ready for that. And also specify some of the time which would be more comfortable for you to learn any new technology. And also you should be aware of some of the few trending technologies at present which are running in the market, so that it would be beneficial for you. And then the last question is common, that any questions for him or her. So for this question you can ask him or just ignore that, but don't ask unnecessary questions like when would be the joining date, or when would be the results would be declared, and what's the salary, location, everything. That you should not ask those kind of questions. So if you have any related like work culture questions, you could be asking about that, it would be fine. Yeah, first experience is completed. Let's get into the second experience. So the same common question is self introduction, and also the next question is what programming languages you know. Like if you mention like Java, then the questions would be coming from the Java, or if you say Python, the question may be coming from the Python. So that they would be asking what programming languages we are comfortable with. And the next question, these questions are coming from the DBMS topic. These are difference between the delete and drop commands. As we know, delete commands are used for delete any specific rows by using some of the where clause, and the drop command is used for dropping the entire table. As we know, the difference between these both are, the delete comes under the data manipulation commands like DML, and drop command comes under DDL, data definition language commands. And coming to the difference and also the topics about the primary key and foreign key, as these are the main topics of the DBMS, we would be going through these keys. And also I would request you to go through all different kinds of keys like candidate key and super key. So everything it would be looking into every keys would be comfortable for you. And also next asked about some of the OOPS concepts and pillars of OOPS, like these are the common questions, please go through those. And also this explain abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, like with real life examples. For short period I would be explaining some of the real time examples of this. You can also search other examples in the internet. So for abstraction we can give a small example like car our car or vehicle. Like we can see that we cannot see the engine present in the car, so we are abstracting our engine of car. This is known as this is a common example for abstraction. Like we are hiding the implementation details, like we are hiding the important component of the working of the vehicle or any object. We are hiding that important component of that object. It is known as abstraction, whereas encapsulation is nothing but binding of methods and data into a single component. Like for real-time example, we can consider as a capsule. A capsule binds some of the components or chemicals in that, right? So we can give an example like that. And for inheritance, we can give us a real-life example like our grandparents, parents, and our generation. Like the some of the qualities or the features would be inherited from one age group to the another generation, right? This can be a real-time example. And for polymorphism we can also consider the same example like our human. Like let us consider myself itself, that I'm acting as a different person at different locations. Like at college I'm acting as a student, at home I'm acting as a son, and also whenever I go to any hospital or fall sick I would be acting as a patient, right? Like we can exhibit a different forms. It is known as polymorphism. So some of the real-time examples are those. You can consider those. And he asked about rate yourself in Java. Like upon 5 scale or 10 scale, you would be asking to rate yourself at Java. So based on that, he would be asking questions. Next, he entered to the important concepts of data structures, like what are the linear data structures and non-linear data structures. So linear data structures, we can give an examples like arrays on linked list, queues, and stacks, whereas nonlinear data structures would be trees, graphs, tries. We can give those examples. And he asked a simple program for prime numbers up to 10 and also a program for Fibonacci series. I prefer you to please go and practice this some of the important topics like strong numbers and also prime numbers, Fibonacci series, some of these important concepts to revise, and also some of the sorting algorithms which would be asking. So please practice those programs so that it would be more easy for you. And also I would be suggesting you to uh, keep practicing in different compilers so that it would be beneficial for you when they ask to compile the program by sharing your screen. They can ask to share your screen or write on a paper and show them. But at present, they are mostly asking to share your screen and execute that code. So I would prefer you to please practice those programs. And also asked at last, he asked that any questions for him. So you can also ask, like here our candidate asked some of the few questions which would be also most useful for you. You can also ask these questions. Like he asked about how is his experience in Infosys. So it's a good question. And also then asked about the technologies which he or she will be going to work on SCS role. Actually, this DSC role is previously known as SCS role. So that's why he asked as a SCS role. So these are the two example questions you can also prefer to ask. Yeah, we'll be going to the third final experience of the DSC. I hope this third experience would be a so long one because it's more difficult comparing to the first and second experience. I've been taken as a three levels of three interview experiences. So on the first question is nothing but the common question. Tell me about yourself, and then on the projects which would be in your resume, you would be asking, and also what are the technologies used in that project. You should be going through those technologies, and also you should be much comfortable with that. If your introduction and the project part would be more confident and more interactive, and which can impress the interviewer, then you will be having a plus points. So in the mind of the interviewer, it would be more beneficial for you. And also he asked about the how you motivated your team members, like it's a kind of HR question because he asked based on his project where he was a team leader, so he asked this type of question. So he can also ask situation based questions for you, like if you are a team member, he can ask you as a team member related questions, and you should answer those based on the situation. And also if you are a team leader and one of your team member is not doing work on time, how will you deal with him or her? These are the main, these are the most famous questions, HR questions, which would be interviewer would be more asking. And also please look into those HR type of questions because this round would be TR plus HR. So please look into the HR questions also. And he then goes on to the OOPS concept, like what is object. We all know that it is a real-time entity, as we can explain him by giving some examples, and also how to initializing an object in the Java by using new keyword. We can explain those. And also what are the different OOPS concepts. We all know that polymorphism, abstraction, inheritance. These are the main topics. So go through the OOPS concepts, and also the real-time examples would be also more beneficial, and also explain polymorphism and also give real-life examples. So he may be asking the 5 to 6 types of OOPS concepts and also the real-time examples for those. So please check on it. and he asked about the what are constructors and destructors. As you know, constructor is nothing but the same as a method name, as a class name. The method name would be also same, but it's not a method because it does not have any return type. So the constructor would have the same name as a class name and with no return type, as these constructors are used for initializing purpose. And as destructors, we know that Java automatically collects the garbage or any null objects or any unused objects. It would be directly collecting using automatic garbage collector. And also, what are the different types of access modifiers? So this is an important question. Like, we have different types of access modifiers like default, private, protected. So please look into those. And also, what are their scope? Different access modifiers have different scopes, right? So please look into that. It's an important concept. And what are abstract classes? We use this for implementing the abstraction. We use abstract classes and interfaces. This is also an important topic. Please go through those. And also, some of the computer networks topics are different types of. Here we know the different layers have different protocols. Like in the application layer, we have HTTP protocol, Telnet, and also SMTP protocols. So please go through those protocols and also explain TCP/IP model. This is an important topic. Please go through that TCP/IP model. And also, if you have time, please go through the OSI model also. And also, what are the layers? Different. We will be having different layers like application layer, presentation layer, and session layer. And also in the OSI model, we will be having 7 layers. And also TCP/IP model will be having 4 to 5 layers. Please go through those. These topics will be enough for the computer networks. And coming to the data structures, we asked about what are the data structures, what is the definition of data structures, and also different types of data structures. Like, we will be classifying those into the primary and like linear and non-linear data structures. Please go through those. And also, I would be suggesting you to go through the applications of different data structures like for arrays, linked list, and stacks, queues, trees, and graphs. Please go through the applications of those. And also, he asked like one by one, he asked about different data structures like stack, queue, one by one. So please go through all the different kinds of data structures. Just the concept would be enough for this interview. I think they will be not going so deep, like implement different data structures by using code. So please go through the concepts of those definitions and applications. This would be enough. Like linked list, trees, BST, like different types of trees. Please go through those. It's also an important topic. And also graphs also. Please go through some of the basic definitions of the graphs. And please go through the concepts of DFS and BFS. These are the search traversals. So these are the important topics. So just go through the concept of DFS and BFS. If you need, please go through those algorithms also, like DFS and BFS. Go through the algorithms so that it would be more beneficial for you. And some of the coding questions, including sorting algorithms, like we'll be having different sorting algorithms like bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort. And also these three are the basic sorting, and the complex ones are merge sort and also quick sort. So please, if you have time, please go through the sorting algorithms. And also some of the pattern type questions, like here we can see that the user will be giving an input, so we print those patterns. And also the important pattern is nothing but Mm, the Pascal triangle pattern. So please go through that also. Some of the important pattern type questions, it would be more beneficial. And some of the tips from my side is nothing but please prepare the concepts which are in your resume. Like the main focus would be on your resume, and also the questions would be coming from those itself. So please, what you have mentioned in your resume, please go through those topics, and don't fake any, like any tech new technologies, or include any technologies in the resume which you don't have any idea, because the questions would be coming from those. So please keep what you know, and please be confident and maintain a smile, so that it would be giving a positive sign, so that it would be more comfortable and interactive with interviewer, it would be more beneficial for you. And also get familiar with your introduction. Like everyone has some of the starting problem. Like whenever we start our interview, we'll be hesitating or we'll be stopping in between because of some tension or nervousness. So please get familiar with your introduction. Like prepare your introduction in front of your mirror, or start your camera in your laptop and practice, which I have done in my laptop. I have been practiced for my introduction. It would be more beneficial and also give us more confidence. And also the main, these are in virtual interviews, right? So internet connection would be a more issue for us. So please maintain a backup. Like if you are using Wi-Fi, please maintain a backup like a mobile data by owning your hotspot. It would be used for the backup. And yeah, at last, I would I would tell that it also, the luck factor is also an important for our selection criteria, because some of the interviewers may be asking some of the basic type of questions, and some of them asking like how they would be asking coding questions, and also tell us to open the editor and code them. So it's based on our luck. It would be also depending. So like example, depending on the interview I told you, right? So it would be based on our luck also. So all the best, guys. Yeah, please like and subscribe on my channel, as it is my first video. If you have any suggestions, please comment in the comment section. Thank you.